Welcome back to Board at Home.
Board at Home.
I'm Alejandro.
And I'm Charlie.
From the top.
From the stop.
From the top. Please like and subscribe.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you have any sort of feelings towards us.
Yes. If you've played Roll Camera and you really enjoyed it.
It was a fun game. Also, like and follow us on Instagram at Board at Home with 2 Ds. Yep. Obviously in the board.
Yep. Or you can just look up Board at Home. That also pulls it up.
Does it? Mm-hmm. I haven't looked that far. So,
but yeah,
Board at Home.
Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about Roll Camera, the filmmaking board game by Malachi Ray Rempin. Malachi.
If you're watching this, I've given him a lot of grief about the name Malachi.
I've given myself grief. Malachi.
Crazy.
I'm so sorry, Malachi.
I watched the video. I didn't see it beforehand. I watched it once it went up, and as soon as he said it, I knew he was wrong.
I was very wrong, and again, I'm very sorry.
I saw your name written, and I cried. I cried a little on the inside.
I cried as well.
On the outside.
Anyway, Malachi Ray Rempin.
Great game.
Fantastic game.
Are we going to do Itchy Feet in this too?
Why not?
Yeah, okay.
I'll toss it in there.
So,
bonus at the end.
Roll Camera.
What did you think?
I thought it was an interesting game.
Yes.
I really enjoyed like the dice placement mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I always enjoy rolling dice. The metal dice he got with this, my God.
$15 upgrade, 100% worth it.
Pick them up and you just drop them.
Yeah, they're
very heavy.
Meaty dice.
He had a dice tray, and if you picked up the dice tray with the dice in it, it would just fall apart.
It would open the dice tray. It was too heavy.
Really nice die.
Fantastic dice.
Overall, I enjoyed the game. I liked the different scenes that you can make. I like once you film them, you flip them over and get like a feel.
A finished product.
Yes.
It
definitely felt good. I like the dice placement. Overall, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
We only played with 2 and 3 people. I think it goes up to 4.
Yep.
I think it'd be fun with 4 people.
It is doable. He has an additional rule in the rule book. You can do 5 to 6.
5 to 6
if you want to, because there is 6-player boards. So the recommended is 1 to 4. But if you really, you have 5 people, you can do it. I can't remember the full rule, but it does. You do change a little bit of stuff with what you do.
6 seems like it'd probably be a little much.
A little much, definitely.
Considering all, going through the days and everything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get back to somebody who maybe could save you in that time frame.
Yeah. I'm planning on doing a solo playthrough just to see what it's like. I tried to do it before this. I just didn't have time.
Right.
But I feel like it would translate really well.
To a solo game?
I think so. It's very stationary. It doesn't.
That's true.
You don't need to interact so much.
And one of the good things about the game is that you really don't need to interact much with anybody else other than talking over
what you're gonna do
here.
Yeah. And with the solo rule for production meetings is the same as 2 rules. 2-player.
So you pull.
I play 1, and then you'd play 2.
Okay.
You pull 2 from the deck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's simple. I think one of my favorite parts about the game were the things that changed real life. Character boards all have player privileges. Yeah. So the set decorator could change the lighting, or I think that was,
you can control the lighting,
or the decorations in the room. Super fun. My favorite one was you could control people, how fast they were talking, make them talk back.
That was the editor,
or in a foreign accent. Yeah, it was the editor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fun. I made him speak in a Russian accent for
for a majority of game.
Majority of the game. So that was fun. That was really fun.
Yeah, I mean it mixes it up.
I think because it's not like a game that it's always going to be relatively the same.
Right. Yeah.
So having something like that can really mix it up. You could have someone who's like, all right, we're going to play this, but because I'm the set decorator, we're going to play it in the dark.
Yeah.
With only this one candle to light the game.
You could do that. You can, with the producers, you have to call me. It's called whoever's playing, sir or ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Put a little respect.
A little respect on it. Mm-hmm. It's nothing that changes the game. It just kind of, I feel, gets you a little more engaged in it.
Yes, I feel like it adds just a little bit more on top. Because it doesn't, you're right, it doesn't change the game, but it changes the experience of the game.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Is good.
I really do enjoy it. I've played it 3 times now. I wish I could have gotten more into it, but
yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of time. We played twice today. He played one time with Gabby.
Yeah, yes, with my girlfriend. Yeah.
So he's had 3. I've had 2.
Yeah, and something after my first 2 playthroughs, I was worried it was too easy.
Too easy.
Like, I didn't really feel like I was hitting enough roadblocks.
That's because you were playing on easy mode.
I was playing on easy mode. The second we entered the 3rd player, we did not win.
We played on normal.
Yeah, and the things we were doing on our first playthrough, we were just kind of just running and gunning it. We weren't thinking too far ahead.
Yes.
And we did that in our second playthrough on normal.
It was a combination of bad luck.
Terrible.
And just poor planning, which, to be fair, is 2 things that can definitely happen on a production.
It does happen on a
film, yeah.
A lot.
A lot. So, kind of art.
Imitating life.
Yeah.
Well, Malachi is a filmmaker, so he knows what it's like to be on set dealing with problems.
There's no way you're not a filmmaker if you made this.
Right.
There's little bits and pieces that if you've never been on a set or done anything like that, you probably won't pick up on. Like one of the things, you can get rid of a problem with gaff tape.
Yeah.
That's not something you would know if you've never heard of gaff tape. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much
it is the on-set duct tape.
Yeah, it's the on-set duct tape.
Yeah.
And you can use it for just about
anything.
Just like duct tape.
Yeah, and I really do like those little elements. I think it's
Easter eggs.
Like it's really cute things. I really like the problem cards, even though
super funny, some of them.
They're the problem cards. Not only is the art. What do you think of the art?
The beans?
Yeah,
I like the beans.
I love the beans.
It's not like super compelling art.
No,
but it's definitely funny. And I've looked at some of the cards, and I feel like this is a board game that's meant to be pretty funny.
It's meant to be taken with not even a grain of salt. It is funny.
It's funny. It's not like it's not a joke, but it's humorous,
comedic.
Yeah,
I really enjoy that. Like pulling a new card. Like there's a problem card that what is it? Somebody left the door open and alligators came in.
Alligators. There's another one. It's like endangered butterflies flew in.
Oh yeah. You can't tear down sets.
You can't tear down sets because there's a bunch of endangered butterflies there.
And it's a fun mechanic to be like, oh, should we get rid of this problem card? Not right now. That's not the most important.
We'll let it slide.
Yeah, but it'll come bite you in the butt later if you don't fix it. So I really enjoyed the problem cards, even though they are your conflict in the game.
Right.
It was just fun to be like, oh, I haven't seen them all yet. So it's like, what is going to happen?
Pretty good stack of those.
And I like that on the back of the card, it gives you more or less an idea of what's it going to affect.
Right.
Either your set pieces, your money, or your budget, or whatever like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Quality.
Quality. I like that. What do you think of the production meetings?
The production meetings.
The idea cards.
Obviously it's something to add kind of I'm trying to think of the word, but mitigate, that's the word.
Yeah.
Kind of like mitigate your luck and whatnot. Because, if we're rolling bad,
yeah,
theoretically there's nothing you can do about bad rolls. If you're not getting what you need, that's the end of it. But idea cards and production meetings kind of mitigate that in that, you could have a card that can help you, last a day longer, get you some money.
Yeah.
Or I had one, we didn't get to play it, where we'll let you take a scene and just put it right in the...
oh, really?
Yeah. We didn't use it because we couldn't go down quality.
Oh, yeah.
It was like pay $4 and drop your quality $3.
And just shoot a scene.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Yep.
That's cool.
So there's lots of different, and that's the mitigation from it.
And I like that because real life is just throw money out of it.
Yeah.
Throw money at it, solve the problem.
And that one of the things I do like about is because all the idea cards are titled something.
Yeah.
Like there was one. It was like you get some money now, but you get a problem because you borrowed money from unscrupulous people. It's like the art was like, guys in a back alley, yeah, and you're taking some money from him, and it's it's funny.
There's one. The editor locked himself in his room, and like you have in the editing room, and like you have to I think it was either rearrange what you filmed already or put a block token. I can't remember exactly. There's two similar cards, but yeah, again, it's just kind of flavor. You don't need to read the top of the problem cards.
You don't.
I
always did.
Yeah,
I always did.
They're fun to read. I really like that. Also, I like it makes it more co-op. It makes it feel like co-op more
because
co-op.
you're like, especially because you're not telling each other what cards you have. At least we didn't.
That's how it's recommended to play.
Gotcha. So it was like, do you have an idea? I have an idea.
Or like a problem would come up, and Charlie would say, "Oh, I have a good idea.
I have a good idea.
So I was like, okay, let's have a production meeting.
Let's throw them down.
And then sometimes, which was really cool, is you'd have a good idea, and like, oh, that's good. And that rule of there always needs to be 3 in a production meeting.
Right.
We draw an extra card, and we were both said, "Oh, that's way
better.
Like
I'll trash mine."
Yeah, you need to use one, put it on the to-do list, another, and trash the last one. Yeah. Which it's just a cool thing.
Bad idea.
If it was out of the 3, that's the worst idea.
Look,
don't use
they're
it.
entitled ideas, not good ideas.
There you go. Yeah, no, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I like, again, all the film jargon and stuff. I really enjoy that. I like the puzzle of how are we going to get these dice in this configuration.
Yeah.
Like, do we want to spend more money but gain more time? Do we want to spend very little money but lose quality? Playing that game.
And I think that's what took me the longest to catch on to, was, where to put the set pieces and how you can flip the card in one way and make it go that way. Because the entire time, like, for the first game especially, you were the one, like, okay, we can do this. It's here. And I'm just like, I'm looking at the cards.
How?
It's like, how? How is this working? Like, I understood the mechanic, but actually, like, it's a little puzzle.
It is.
Yeah. Actually looking at it, I'm like, how?
And I think what was throwing you off was like, oh, we can do it like this or like this. Because looking at the card, you don't have to make it like that. You can rotate it.
Right.
And degrees.
I'm looking at the card, especially because I'm looking at it from where I'm sitting. And the way we had the set was generally facing neither one of us.
Yeah, it was, and yeah, I like that. It's really cool. I like that because then it's like the only thing is you cannot mirror it.
Yes,
that's it. Which was like, oh, we could shoot this, and I liked those moments when a new one would be pulled and go, oh my god, all we have to do is move this a little bit, and we can shoot it.
We can shoot it right now.
And there was one scene I can't remember, but we completely shot it on one turn. Your turn.
Oh,
you remember you rolled everything we needed. I went, oh, perfect.
Oh, I do remember that.
Shot the scene.
Sometimes you get good rolls.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of dice. Yeah. Sometimes you're very lucky. Sometimes you're not very lucky. But then there's the mitigation with the cards. Overall, I think it's a very well thought out game. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody would enjoy it if you don't know anything about filmmaking. I think you would still have fun. Mm-hmm. I don't think you would quite enjoy it like other people.
I agree. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's like a niche game.
No.
But it is, because it's very unique.
It is very unique.
Especially with this like clapper box or slate.
The slate.
It's a slate. But I feel like it's very appealing. The artwork is inviting. Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's colorful. It's goofy.
It is very
I don't know. I do plan on playing it with people who aren't in the film industry or who know nothing about film, just to see their take on it. But a majority of my friends know film, at least to some degree.
Well, and that's going to be interesting to see how people who don't know anything about it take it. Yeah. Because obviously people in the industry are going to think it's funny. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be, and funny is, if something's funny, generally I like it.
Yeah.
Just because funny things are good.
Like
very simple.
There's a problem card where the cinematographer wants to shoot an 120 millimeter
And 120 millimeter film is very expensive.
It's incredibly expensive, and it's hard to deal with.
Yep.
So like that one made us spend a lot more money.
It was $1 per extra or $2 extra per scene.
Per scene we wanted to shoot. So I was like, that's funny. Even though we don't use
it is funny.
We don't use film anymore. It's all digital.
Right.
But it's still like, you know,
the fact that if somebody did want to do that, you know the budget's about to get ate up.
Yep.
Because you're talking multiple shots of each scene.
More can go wrong with film,
and then people literally cutting it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's incredibly charming.
It is. He did a great job.
Malachi did a very good job, man. He really did kill it with roll camera, and he just announced there is going to be an expansion called roll camera B-roll expansion.
B-roll.
I'm sorry,
that's nice.
B-movie expansion.
B-movie?
So like making bad B-movies.
Oh God,
and stuff like that. There is
would have been a good expansion. Yeah.
There's a so in it there's a top and a bottom script that it gives you end game effects. It can also, I noticed it once we learned that mechanic and learned how to talk about it. It was like, oh, this should be our goal,
right,
to shoot our script because we can get benefits from it.
Yes.
In that next expansion, which don't want to talk too much because I don't know a whole lot of it,
right,
but it adds a middle part. It makes the script longer. It adds a middle part of that script.
So instead of top and bottom, it'd be top, middle, and bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's just more. It's a harder puzzle.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, we can always post an update.
Oh, we will. Oh, definitely. When that comes out,
closer to that time.
Yeah, I'm already on the list to be notified when it.
Oh yeah.
So definitely backing it.
And then we could do a video on that.
Oh, I want to.
So if you guys want to see a video on the update and what the expansion is going to be, go ahead and give us a subscribe, and we'll do that once it's closer to the Kickstarter date.
Yes.
Is there a date for it?
No.
No.
No. I'm going to say no because I'm not sure.
No. We'll keep you notified.
If there is one, I'm going to put it right here with an update. I got to research now.
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's fine.
No,
I mean, it's roll camera.
I love
it. It's not the most.
I'll do it for roll camera.
It's not the most complicated game ever.
No.
It's actually fairly simple to learn. I think the hardest thing for me, like I said, was the little
orientation
puzzle of and that, after a game I got that. So yeah, I mean it's simple, unique. Mm-hmm. It's clean. It's clean.
Very clean. That's a good word for it.
Not a lot of fiddliness. Mm-hmm. You put it on the table, doesn't take up a whole lot of space. It's very clean.
Your dial, the main dial that handles your budget and your
quality. No. Time.
And your time quality. It tells you straight up on there what you do in a turn. If you ever forget, just look at your dial.
Just look at the dial.
It's very simple. So very clean. That's a great way to explain it. Overall rating.
Ooh, you go first.
Almost a first impressions rating.
Because it's difficult because it's fun, but it's not like, would I go buy it? Probably not. Mm-hmm. You don't have it. I mean, you have it. So you need to buy it. But even if you didn't, would I go buy it? Most likely not.
Right.
Nothing to do with the game. It's just not really my kind of game.
And here's where I think exactly what we've been talking about is a good. For me, I give it a solid 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
I being filmmaker, it is just so fun to watch it, and the little things like when I was playing with my girlfriend who is a filmmaker as well. Every little thing, she was like, "Oh my god, that's so cute! That's so funny!"
Right.
Like the way you reacted to gaff tape.
Yeah,
she reacted to everything like
everything.
That.
Yeah,
she's like, "Oh, that's so funny!" Because
I definitely see that.
We both have lived through stuff like that, and it's for me. I'm gonna say 8.5, 9.
I've worked on a few indie sets, not nearly as much as you have. So while I could see some of the humorous things that other people might not, it's not like oh wow,
right.
I mean it is like oh wow because it's funny.
Well, it isn't actively your world right now,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm gonna say like a 7.
Hey, a 7's good.
I mean, because it is a fun game. I enjoy playing it. But it's not really my kind of game. like I do like dice placement, but the puzzliness of it, is not really it. While I like more strategy based, and while you can argue that puzzles are strategy based on a turn based,
this is very little strategy.
It's very little strategy.
We were literally saying, "Oh, what should we do? I don't know. Yeah. You know what? I actually roll the dice, and then we're going to see what we can do." And like you said, the idea cards help kind of mitigate that whole thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with like 7.5 because it's fun. I enjoy playing it, but I wouldn't like actively go out seeking it.
Yeah. Anything above a 6 on BGG for me is something I think to look into.
I mean, I feel like I have games that are less than 6. Not a whole lot of them, but all the games that I've played that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Even BGG isn't like the end all be all.
No,
God, not at all.
No. But it's a good way to be like, oh, okay.
It's a good way to judge popular opinion, for sure. Yeah.
But if you go in the comments, just grain of salt.
Just don't.
Just don't. Actually, that's a better idea. Just don't.
Yeah, forums and BGG can be notoriously toxic.
Oh, God, yeah. But yeah, that is Roll Camera, the filmmaking board game by Malachi Ray Rempin.
Yep.
Keen Bean Studios.
Malachi Ray Rempin.
Yeah.
We're so sorry. I'm sorry on his behalf.
I'm so sorry.
You feel so bad. Okay. So, Itchy Feet.
Yeah.
Is that fine?
That's fine.
You want to get the box?
I will get the box.
Yeah. So, do you want to do like a whole separate intro for this? Like, get to the end of the video, and then hi. But what I'm saying is like, when we ended this, be like, do like an outro, and not the very end. Okay. So here's the end. Here's where we ended this, right? There's a cut. We do the outro here. And then boom, Itchy Feet. Actual end of video. Is that too much?
That was exhausting. Welcome back. Well, thank you for staying.
They have not been anywhere.
They haven't gone anywhere. But if you play Itchy Feet by Malachi Ray Rempin, and there's another Max.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. What? Malachi Ray Rempin and Maxime Rio.
Maxime Rio.
I think. I don't think it was as bad as him.
I'm going to just take his word for it, though.
I'm going to say Rio.
But anyway, you haven't gone anywhere. But if you want to, Itchy Feet, the travel card game.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's good. That's good. That was good. Okay, yeah. Can I go to Japan?
You can.
Now?
Like in real life. No.
Right.
We don't have sponsors yet.
A little too real.
Okay. But anyway,
Itchy Feet.
Itchy Feet. It was an add-on, a $20 add-on to Roll Camera, the filmmaking board game.
$20, well worth it.
Well worth it.
Worth it.
Man, what does it say here? It's 2 disc player, 20 to 30 minutes playtime.
Right on the money.
Right on.
We played with 4 people, and
it was that was the game that was in the money was even after I taught it.
Yes.
After I taught it, it was like 15 minutes.
We had like 2 new people.
Yeah. It is. I love Itchy Feet.
Itchy Feet is probably one of the most fun, just straight up card games. I've played new ones in a minute.
I think it was Exploding Kittens, and I don't know. Maybe because this is so new and fresh.
It might be, but I mean, we played it today. I enjoyed it today.
I love
Exploding Kittens is definitely like top tier. Cards Against Humanity.
Card game,
yeah, Itchy Feet. I can't think of any other like party games, code names maybe.
That's pretty good, but that's bigger setup.
It is a bigger setup.
Small box like this,
literally no other game I own is that small.
I own quite a bit of small games. I don't know why I got a thing for small games, but just the idea that I could take this game anywhere and we can either play Itchy Feet, which is a very good card game where you're trying to beat other players to certain locations, or you can flip the cards around and you have regular 52 deck of playing cards,
which is pretty neat.
Really cool. If you're with people,
it's honestly a genius idea.
It is so genius. If somebody says, "Oh man, I don't want to learn Itchy Feet. I don't know," like, okay, let's play spades.
Yeah,
we can play spades.
I will suggest you sleeve those cards though.
I'm going to sleeve those cards. I don't know if they'll fit sleeve these probably.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try.
I mean, I would anyway.
Yeah.
But
But
I guess you gotta play with something else.
Yeah, because it's
You
not
shuffle
only
them a lot, and
you're doing a lot of this and that's, but
I don't imagine that there's going to be
they're good cards.
two. They are.
They're like linen cards.
I don't imagine there's going to be like a wide release of this. Is there?
No, he did talk about not only doing a reprint, like you can basically just like reprint late pledge order. It's kind of weird, but he was playing with the idea of just adding Itchy Feet. I don't know if Itchy Feet is actually in retail right now.
I would totally buy Itchy Feet if
I don't-
it was in retail.
I think it is, but I really don't know. I'll tell you if it is here again.
Are we doing? Is this like a thing?
I guess I don't know. I just want to cover myself now.
I mean, if it's in retail, I might pick up a copy because it's fun.
It's so
really
fun.
It's
It's
super
so
easy to learn.
Teeny tiny. You can palm the thing.
Right, $20 game. Like, I bought Codenames for that.
Yeah, like it is. It's a game that's so quick. If you're in, I'm picturing it like when we do actually go to Japan. If we gotta wait in the terminal. Itchy Feet.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's just really engaging game.
It is.
It has just enough screwage, just enough. But it screws everybody at certain points. There are certain cards that just,
My God.
either there's two cards that one of them makes them, you hand your entire hand to the previous player. There's another one that you shuffle all the hands together and evenly deal them out.
The first time we did that one, I got 3 out of 4 passports.
Yeah, and I like that moment of like lifting up your cards, and I saw I had a passport, and the other two players went,
And I'm just like,
and he's chuckling.
my
He's
God.
chuckling next to me. I'm like, oh, okay, you definitely.
I got some passports.
And then you can steal, so it's like, oh, so there's a high probability I might get a passport from you.
Especially if after when I had 3, or after someone travels for the first time, they're generally left with very few cards. You know, you might have 3 cards. You know, that's a 1 in 3 chance.
And travel without a passport, so try to steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually I did one of our plays a while ago. I took it from our other buddy who plays with us. I took his passport.
And he couldn't travel.
He was, and nobody wants to give him a passport.
Have a passport. If you steal someone else's, they still can't travel. That's keeping them from advancing in the game.
Yep. So it's so quick, easy to get to the table, and even when it's on the table, it's a snap. So
Yeah, definitely worth picking up.
a quick overall rating
For Itchy Feet,
Itchy Feet.
for what it is, like
Yeah.
it's not a party game.
Mm-hmm.
But like for a card game, I'm gonna give it like an 8.
Really, I'm dancing on an 8, 9.
Yeah, like I was gonna say 9, but I don't want to be the guy who just rates everything. 8, 9, 8, 9.
We love board games. I'm gonna say 8.5.
I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna stick with
And again, this was another game I was worried, a lot like Roll Camera, that is going to be too simple.
Right.
Like I don't really see
it is very simple.
but like I was worried I wasn't really going to see, where is the conflict?
Right.
Where are we going to butt heads and stuff like that? And it did deliver.
It did.
So
I like there is a lot of player interaction. Does anybody want to trade this for this? Let me steal a card from you.
I did bluff you last time we played.
Yeah.
He was like, "Do you have a tourism?" I said, "No." And he's like, And he stole from me. He didn't take my tourism card. And then immediately my next turn, and we're going to use tourism. So I'm a huge fan of Itchy Feet.
I really enjoyed it.
I'm literally never going to leave town without it.
Itchy Feet? Oh, wow.
100%.
So if you have an opportunity to pick up Itchy Feet, we definitely suggest you do.
Yes.
Even though he has a copy, generally I don't buy games that he owns.
Yeah.
But I might just buy that just for fun.
Not only is it affordable, it's very fun and pocket.
Yeah. Just slip it in your bag.
Yep. But that's been Roll Camera and Itchy Feet.
And Itchy Feet.
One. And
You're welcome.
you're welcome. I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I still don't have it out. Like, I go by.
Okay. Now I feel